live in the studio once again with DJ Shellz. Dun dun dun.
Hi, how are you guys?
Good, good. And Lord Ju.
What's up? What's up?
Now, how are you guys? It's been a minute since I saw Shellz. I see Shellz all the time, but I've never met you before.
I'm doing good. I am alkaline and I am well.
She just came out for water fast.
I sure did.
Wait a second. What is a water fast? So you don't drink any water?
No,
No.
well, you only drink water.
Really?
Essential water.
Ah, very nice. And now, alkaline, from what Chris has explained to me, is basically the opposite of acidic.
Correct.
So it's taking the toxins out of your body?
Correct. You're smart. A lot of people didn't know that.
Listen, I can't even credit myself. That's Chris. He's he's in touch with all that.
To you, now you know, and you can
Now,
share that information.
But do you feel different? Like obviously you must feel a little different.
My energy's on 3 million.
Word.
I only need like 5 hours of sleep now.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
It's
not bad
crazy.
at all. What?
How was it when you started eating food again?
Euphoric.
That's lit.
Now I have a question. Is this for personal reasons or is this like a business thing? Like is it to enhance your stage performance or like is it just a personal thing?
It's personal. I just like doing things with my body and my mind and trying to learn and knowledge and all that good stuff.
And challenging yourself.
Yeah.
And now how long do you fast? Is it like a day thing?
I did a 7-day fast, and I lost 6 pounds.
Wow.
Hold up. You didn't eat for 7 days?
7 whole days, no food.
Wow.
What was the hardest part?
Going to a wedding and everyone was eating.
Oh.
Going to my job and everybody was eating.
Sheesh. You probably get super jealous of people.
I wasn't jealous. I was just my cravings were different. I don't really crave sweets, and I hate donuts, but I wanted donuts.
Really?
Wow.
So when you broke the fast, what was the first thing you ate?
Fruit, cantaloupe,
Ooh.
dates,
You have to
and
start slow,
tamarinds.
right? When you go back
That's just what I did research on what you should eat. And my sister told me tamarinds are really good, and I just ate a bunch of alkaline fruit.
Wow. So any other major changes in your lifestyle?
What do you mean, like going on right now as we speak? No, just alkaline right now.
So it sounds like you're very focused on your health and your mind, body, soul type of thing. What's the next move? Because you dropped a tape. I'd like to talk about that a little bit. You dropped a tape earlier this summer.
I did.
Now, what went into the process for that? Was it just sort of a collection of singles, or did you want to come with a full project?
I knew I wanted to put a project together. I didn't really have an idea of what the topic or like the concept was.
Yeah.
So I was just putting together music and just picked my favorite 7 out of the however many I did.
Yeah. And I only noticed there was 2 features on there. Were those just strategically placed, or was those just it felt right?
It just happened like that.
Nice.
So what's the project called?
Oh, Boss Talk Volume 1 out now on all streaming platforms.
Hey. And now speaking of features, one of my favorite features from your tape, Thirst Trappin', was the title track, Thirst Trappin'.
Yes.
Banger.
Yep, certified. Certified. But yeah, let's talk about that. How did that come together? Have you guys known each other for a long time, or did you just sort of meet in the studio?
Well, I met Lord Ju at Good Music Showcase Series by LC. We performed that same show, and honestly, out of all the performers that I seen that night, no shade to anybody, but her set was captivating, and I was just like, okay, she looks like a boss, another woman who's about her business and about really being serious about her music. Let me reach out to her and let her know that I'm interested in collaborating. And in doing that, she was on board. Told my manager. We ended up in the studio a few weeks later, and I was working on Thirst Trappin', the mixtape. It was actually already completed, but we had to get more tracks because of, again, sorting through your music catalog and knowing what fits and what doesn't. So I have a lot of features prior to Lord Ju with males. Like, it's very easy to get a male rapper on a song, do the feature, and be done.
Right.
However, I wanted to expand on the female features that I have in my music catalog, and Lord Ju was about the business, and she came through, and we got it done, and it was a banger. We had fun.
That's what's up. And I noticed for this project, Shellz, there was a lot more attention to detail with the promo for it.
Yeah.
And like we'll talk about even the shirt you're wearing right now. Like you did a very good job at getting it out there.
Thank you.
And is there any kind of advice that you could give to any up and coming artist that is working on a project? Because I see a lot of artists that just drop something, and you know sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. But I feel like putting that little bit of effort goes a long way.
Yeah.
You know, and how you come across as a professional. Like if you're gonna take this serious, you have to do strategic marketing, and I feel like you are one of the best people that are doing it right now.
Thank you. Well, first, the advice that I'm about to give is an advice that was given to me by Rusty Pendleton, DJ Rusty. Shout out to you. Don't be afraid to let your project or music breathe. It should be at least 3 months before you're trying to move on to something else. Give whatever you're working on at least 3 months before you start working on something else to release. And also, don't give up after that 3 months. Still push it, because that hit from whenever you made it could still be the one to break you. You just have to keep working it. So, for example, I dropped 2 projects last year. However, every now and then I'll perform one of those tracks. I'll share it and continue to market that this music exists, because that music could also be the breaking point too. So not to give up on your songs that you already have. That doesn't mean don't stop working. Of course, continue to practice your craft and get better and make more songs. However, the bangers that you know are it, don't give up on those. And then with the strategic marketing, my background in education is marketing, business administration. So when it comes to marketing, I have to think about what people aren't doing and what they are doing but not doing right. So I do test the market. There are some things that don't work, and there are things that work.
So trial and error.
Trial and error, and just matching the energy of the project with the marketing that you're doing. So imagine if I was working on the song for 1 week, like I can't just promote it for 1 week. I have to multiply that and know how I'm going to strategically continue to place it without being annoying, because marketing can be very annoying to people.
Yeah, like if you blast someone's timeline, that's happened to me too, where it's like you see too much of something and then you kind of oversaturate
it. Leaves a bad taste.
Right.
So you have to be tasteful with the way you're placing your marketing. You have to be tasteful with the rotation that you're giving. And again, like, I'm not perfect, but I will continue to try and use different strategies to see what works.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Thank you.
Good job.
It's not over. You still gotta keep working.
Oh yeah. Now, speaking of Thirst Trappin, this has been probably the biggest project you've released so far, right?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think so. I think it has the most features than the other tapes. It's still a mixtape. It's definitely been my focus for 2019, aside from the single Slide. But yeah, so far.
I love Slide. It's just one of those things where I couldn't sing it myself. Like Daddy said he wants me all the time. Like, oh, I can't sing it, but it's catchy as hell.
It is. And I've seen some males slip up. You just gotta...
I just be rocking
in
with
and
it.
out. Just don't say the wants me all the time part. Like, Daddy said he, yeah.
You can just switch it up and say, Shorty say she wants me all the time.
Shorty say she wants me all the time.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
See, that's the thing. It was so catchy. I'm like, oh, I love this song.
Yeah, it was. I watched a couple of guys like not be able to say the hook, but the thing about the song is that I feel like my male fans and my male audience really appreciated to hear something that celebrated them at the same time.
Oh, definitely. Now, speaking of that song, you guys recently shot a video for it, right?
Yes, Thirst Trappin' music video dropping this Saturday.
Ooh.
Yes. This Saturday we're having a exclusive viewing party. All you have to do is subscribe your email address, or hit us up in the DM and we'll let you know exactly what it is. From 6 to 9 on Saturday, Lord Ju and I got a little celebration. Just from all the hard work, we did go through a lot with getting this executed.
Right.
So this is really for us to show the people who are closest to us and the people who are supporting us the most hey, this is what we worked on, this is how it came out, and letting people know the story. Like, this is what happened. We don't have to. We could be as candid as we want. We don't have to put things under the table. Like, this is what happened. This is how it got done, and we still got it done. Because at the end of the day, when you have a goal, you execute. You don't use excuses.
Right. Execute, no excuses. I like that. I like that.
So this Saturday, make sure y'all hit me up on Instagram or hit you up on Instagram and find out how you can get the exclusive invite. And it's really just an email address. Send that email address and you'll get the invitation in your email.
Oh, nice. I'm going to have to do that right away.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, this Saturday.
Dun, dun, dun. Now, speaking of upcoming events, is there any projects in the works you guys are thinking about collabing on?
Well,
I don't want to spoil anything, but...
I'm always down. We don't have anything, like, up and ready, but I'm sure if she has something, if I have something, it's an easy, yo, sit the stool and we in there.
Oh,
yeah, we're really cool. You know, I think, you know, we gradually grew our relationship through working together. And, you know, even being in the same community, and, you know, we're both female, so we know exactly how it is.
Right.
I really appreciate that, because I think this is the only other female artist that I've really been able to grow so far. Like, I have other personal relationship with other female artists, but I think what I was able to accomplish with Lord Ju was the first time I was able to go this far and really have this nice promo run with Trappin with Lord Ju, for sure.
Now, speaking of female MCs, I noticed that the females are dominating the music scene out here in Boston. DJs as well.
Everywhere, hopefully soon. No.
Yeah, that's facts. Another thing I wanted to talk about too is the features. You guys both have features on your tapes. Now, are there any artists? It could be local, could be big names. Are there any artists that you would hope to aspire to work with? Because I'm a big fan of speaking things into existence. Is there any artists that you look at, you're like, I would love to collaborate with them?
So for me, I'll let Ju answer when she's ready.
I'm thinking.
Recently, something like that has happened to me. I've always aspired to work with Dutch Rebel, and we just finished a song.
Ooh.
Yes, it's coming soon. It's called Chop. We haven't released it. We're gonna work on that, of course, one time being. I just completed that, but I recently answered this question, and I'm going all the way to the top. Like, my dream feature is Lauryn Hill. If I could ever get that to happen, then I'd die. Like, okay, like I worked with the legend.
Yep.
But one of the female artists that I've looked up to since, you know, growing up and when I was in college and all that was Dutch Rebel, and we recently
hit the stew, got it done.
Hit the stew, got it done.
That's awesome. Yeah. How about you?
Anybody. It doesn't really matter. I like Missy Elliott a lot. She's really creative. Of course, the GOAT Young Nick, and yeah, I'm down to work with anybody as long as they are into making music and they like making music and we vibe. It's more about vibe for me. I don't really like just sending people stuff and they send something back. It has to be, you know, I like this song or it's a right fit for them. So.
Yeah, the energy's got to be right.
Exactly. Yeah. So
that's what's up. And now, with 2020 right around the corner, are there any big goals you guys want to hit? Whether it could be numbers, it could be more shows, it could be more tapes. Like, is there anything you guys have in the back burner you're thinking about hitting?
Well, 2020, like, my goals right now are still for 2019. I know that I'm going to level up before 2020. So my major goal right now is to be like, the way I function for 2019, I can't function for 2020. It has to level up. It can't level down. It can't go backwards. It has to go up. So right now, I'm putting all these strategies into place. Like, before I came here, I was at dance rehearsal.
Right.
Like, dancing is something that I could do freely, but when it comes to, you know, strategic placement and you working with a dance expert, this is my current challenge right now.
Yeah.
Of course, I want to make more music. I'll be releasing more music for 2020 for sure. More music videos to come. Just everything, all blessings, all positive vibes for 2020.
Oh yeah, and you mentioned about like dance rehearsals, and I feel like putting more emphasis on the performance aspect is so important, especially in the up and coming local scene. And I see you here all the time rehearsing. Could you speak on that a little bit and how it affects just the way you interact with the crowd and your comfortability on stage?
So rehearsing is, for me, two things that it really strengthens. My presence on stage and the way I move and my comfortability and then confidence. Like, you could be confident, but if you end up in a situation that tests your confidence, if you drop your confidence, it'll show.
Oh, yeah.
If you mess up a dance move or something like that and you are still confident, you're able to continue to dance. So with the rehearsal, it helps me build my confidence, my self-esteem, my comfortability with myself before I could now be comfortable with the crowd. So as I'm rehearsing, mainly in the studio, like when you see me, I really feel like it's for myself. It's for myself to really gain that control. Yeah. Because by the time I get to the stage, I'm so comfortable. It's really my confidence beaming out.
Right, and then it becomes muscle memory at that point. It's like sports. You have to hit the studio. You have to hit the gym and practice. Yeah. And I think it shows, these local shows, any show basically, it shows who puts the work in and who doesn't.
Who doesn't.
You know? That's awesome. Do you guys have any shows coming up you want to plug?
Tomorrow night, I'll be in Tonic Lounge with P&B Rock. Oh. There's a few local artists who are performing. P&B Rock will be coming from his concert at the Strand. It's his after party. If you want to come out, come out. Tickets are $40. It's doors open at 10 o'clock. Yeah, that's the only show I have coming up. Besides Saturday, it's just not a show. It's just a.
That must be exciting though, the release of it.
Yes. Yes.
Been waiting on this.
Yes.
And you shot it over at the Club 222, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I was there recently, very recently. And it's a very nice vibe in there. I like it. I went on Wednesday. There was this like networking night.
Yes, that is actually the night. One of their networking events we shot while they were having their event.
Yes. Oh, that's dope. How did that come together? Like the shooting of the video.
Ooh.
So we want to tell the truth.
I always tell the truth.
Do we want to give the
scoop? We are
scoop?
telling the truth. I'm staying candid. This is not marketing under the rug type of vibe. That's never going to be my vibe as an artist. But sorry. It's okay.
You've needed a week. I'm sure you can have. I got some chips. You can have some of my Chinese food if you want.
It's differently. She's a smart woman. So the video came about, me and Ju, we finished the song. We loved the song. Ju was like, okay, sis, what we gonna do with the song? We gonna work this song or not? And, I was like, yeah, we gonna work the song. We gonna do what we gotta do. We definitely need a video, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We reached out to a videographer. Not gonna say his name.
I'm not putting anybody on blast today.
No free promo.
No free promo. And the videographer, I had a great, relationship with him prior. However, we shot the video at a different location prior. It was actually in my home city, Brockton.
Shout out Brockton, Mass.
Shout out Brockton one time.
City of Champs. Ju came out. We
bodied
it. Had everything
fire.
We needed. Fire. And to anybody who's been in college or in high school, had to write an essay, have you ever had that happen to you where your computer dies and doesn't save your paper?
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
You know how many I've lost 3 hard drives now.
Damn.
3.
That's a lot of essays.
It's a lot of essays, a lot of music, a lot of mixes, a lot of shows. Yeah, I have one that sits on the desk over there. It doesn't move. Anybody who goes near it, I get like really scared. Like,
you should put a sticker.
And now I have a backup for the backup too.
Nice.
I'm very prepared.
Insurance. Well, this videographer did that. He did the video. We showed up, did everything that we had to do. I had so many supporters and people come and get cameos and all of that, and Unfortunately, the videographer said he formatted his SD card and the videos were not available.
Oh.
Gone forever.
Forever.
Oh.
Disappeared into existence.
That's awesome.
So you can imagine, you see the look on Ju's face.
I'm getting traumatizing
Trauma.
feelings.
We have trauma, and this is why, like, we're gonna be honest. Like, I'm not gonna, if anybody asks me the real story, I'm gonna let them know. Like, the videographer lost our video, our music video that we worked hard for. We worked hard on our looks. We worked hard on investing and making sure we had the location, getting people
the hardest part.
We had a male lead. We had, our storyline is. I'm very, very into film. In videos, music videos. So I like to have a storyline, not just you watching me. I want you to want to know what happens at the end.
Yeah.
So, I had to tell Lord Ju that the video was gone. So that was an interesting conversation.
I was sick.
Like, what do you mean? Gone,
Yeah.
I then had to tell everybody else, and
you're never going to see that footage.
Yep.
But you know what it is? It's a minor setback for a major comeback.
Exactly what it was.
A little small roadblock, but I feel like, sometimes things like that are meant to happen,
I guess.
I feel like it was meant to happen. That night, we got a lot of hit-ups after, because we had a lot of spectators there. Like, that was so cool that you guys shot a video right when we were doing our event, and blah, 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 blah. Like,
see?
Even though I was so annoyed, like, you could see it on my face, but people were still excited to watch us, We had a lot of spectators there, so we shot it, we lost it, but we shot it again and probably gained some more fans.
Yeah,
there you go.
For sure. And we have images, thank God, from the first video shoot that we will always look back to and have these memories, because we had a great time. We executed it properly the first time.
Yeah.
And we had that major or minor setback. I don't know. You take it how you take it, because I know when I used to lose my essays, I thought life was over. However, I still had to do the essay. You know? I still got to get the grade. I still got to execute. So we were able to collaborate with this industry Wednesday night. I actually performed the week before. It was actually my birthday. I performed, and then I inquired, hey, I have a video that I need to reshoot. Would it be possible to come early for your next networking event and capture, some people, capture the,
and they were down?
The whole vibe. Yep. The promoter who puts on that night. Shout out to Strictly Radical. For giving us that time slot and period to shoot our video. And it was a rainy night. We had other odds against us, but we still got it done. And that's just how I move, execute.
Had to work a little bit harder, but it was worth it in the end. And so Saturday is going to be released.
Yes.
Oh, man, we're looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming through today, chopping it up. And I look forward to Saturday, obviously, and everything you guys have coming forward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And that is it for Mass Music Radio. Tune in next time.
Hey.
Hey.
Perfect ending.